I'm excited about anything that's going to drive business and traffic down here.
A story of survival, meeting shoppers where they want to shop.
Meet them outside, on the sidewalk, bring the store outdoors, really.
Exploring the new way downtown businesses are on the rebound.
Hot, hazy with reduced air quality this Saturday across the region. Even hotter tomorrow, but we have a little relief in sight. I'll have your forecast coming up.
And a rally for Elijah McClain, what Colorado just announced it's reviewing as we approach 1 year since his death.
Happening right now, a rally in Elijah McClain's honor as the state announces they're reviewing the drug paramedics used just before his death. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm JACLYN Allen.
And I'm Jason Grenauer. Monday marks 1 year since he was detained by Aurora police. A rally just started at the state capitol. That's where Denver7's Lance Hernandez joins us live. Lance, good afternoon.
Well, I can tell you that organizers are still setting up here for a big rally, which starts at 5 o'clock here. It's going to involve 20 activists from Louisville, Kentucky. They're taking part in the Caravan for Racial Justice's Say Their Names rally here at the state capitol. Among that rally caravan from Kentucky, members of Breonna Taylor's family. Breonna Taylor, of course, an EMT who was shot and killed by Louisville police during a no-knock drug raid back in March of this year. Police were looking for a drug suspect who apparently lived on the other side of town. Now, in addition to members of her family, there will be representatives from Kentucky's Alliance Against Racial and Political Repression and the Kentucky chapter of the National Action Network. Their journey basically is in reciprocation for some Colorado activists who traveled to Kentucky back in July to take part in a rally for justice for Breonna Taylor. The organizer says our purpose is to come together and empower citizens to dismantle systemic racism. Now, among the honored guests at today's rally, Representative James Coleman, Representative Leslie Herod, and Denver School Board member Tay Anderson. This rally expected to last until about 8 o'clock this evening, and because of some programming changes, our late newscast will start a little bit earlier than normal, so we will update you on this story once that newscast starts, and again at 10 o'clock. Reporting live at the state capitol, Lance Hernandez, Denver7.
Lance, thank you. And there are events all weekend to remember Elijah McClain and call for action regarding his death. But his mother, Shanine McClain, says she will no longer support events that use her son's name without approval. During a Facebook Live with activist Candace Bailey, Shanine says she's tired of activists using her son's name for their own purposes and Aurora PD's violent response to some demonstrations that she had supported.
Shanine and I will be the only ones who will ever entertain anything with Elijah's name ever again. We're not going to endorse someone else to do something.
Shanine says while she fights for justice for her son on the 1 year anniversary of his death, she will do something to celebrate his life with friends, family, and mothers who have also lost children to police brutality.
And new tonight, state health officials have announced they are looking into the safety of giving ketamine in EMS situations. Ketamine is the drug paramedics gave Elijah McClain while he was being detained. The state says a committee will now review the ketamine waiver program. Under that program, paramedics can get permission to administer ketamine outside of the hospital. The review is expected to last at least 12 weeks.
And community leaders joined U.S. congressional candidate Steve House in Aurora for a prayer breakfast honoring McClain this morning. Now, the goal today to bring people together, regardless of their background, to promote unity across all cultures and barriers.
We remember the life of Elijah McClain today, but we also remember that in the loss of that life was also a loss of advancement, productivity. And so we were coming together to say, let's do what we can.
Along with praying for the McClain family, they also prayed for the protesters planning to demonstrate tomorrow, businesses affected by the pandemic, and for peace in the community.
Let's take a live look at our hot and hazy Saturday evening on what is officially 19 consecutive days of 90+ degree heat here in the Denver metro. And yes, by the way, we are counting.
We're also counting just how close we get to those records when it comes to temp. Katie LaSalle is here. Katie, did we get close today?
2 degrees shy of our record of 98 set back in 1960. It has been hot and hazy the last 19 days, but for our conditions this evening, it is going to get a little bit better across the Front Range in terms of our air quality, but still extremely smoky. You can see a live look here near Vail, Colorado. It's going to hang out in the valley levels. We're under this ridge of high pressure. It keeps circling that wildfire smoke and ozone back into a lot of the Front Range and Plains. Temperatures today, 96 degrees in Denver, 99 in Fort Collins with triple-digit heat. Pueblo, Lamar, La Junta. It is going to be also very hot for tomorrow with reduced air quality once again across the western slope into our central mountains. We do have a better chance tomorrow of picking up a little bit of thunderstorm activity, but for this evening, if you can, stay cool, stay safe. By 10 o'clock, then we'll drop down to the low 80s. A little bit of moisture is in our extended forecast. I'll take you through the 7 days still to come.
All right, thanks, Stacey. And new at 5 right now, firefighters are responding to 2 new fires that just sparked today. This one here you're looking at is in Park County, and it's called the Coochie Coochie Fire. It started northwest of Fairplay, just off Highway 9. Several structures right now are threatened. No evacuations have been ordered yet. We'll keep an eye on this one. And in Larimer County, firefighters are responding to a fire just west of Highway 287 between Highway 14 and Wrist Canyon. So far, that fire has burned about 30 acres.
Roads are closed near the Cameron Peak fire in Larimer County. The closures are inside the voluntary evacuation area and include Old Flowers Road and Buckhorn Road. This fire has burned close to 18,000 acres. And in Grand County, the Williams Fork fire is only 3% contained. That fire could reach part of the Rocky Mountain Experimental Forest within the next few days.
And firefighters are making progress on the Pine Gulch fire. This one's near Grand Junction. It's now almost 20% contained and so far has burned more than 125,000 acres. One more. Firefighters are working to create a fire line here near I-70. This is the Grizzly Creek fire, and it's kept the interstate closed between Gypsum and Glenwood Springs for almost 2 weeks. This fire has burned close to 30,000 acres.
And because of the hot, dry conditions across Colorado, Governor Jared Polis issued a statewide fire ban, meaning you can't have an open fire anywhere. The ban is already in effect and will last for 30 days. It includes all campfires and fireworks. Grills and covered fire pits are still okay.
Tonight, Loveland police say they have arrested a man who was seen trying to kidnap a child in this van. Earlier this week in Fort Collins, a neighbor saw it happening, stepped in, the driver then took off. Now tonight, Loveland police say they found a van matching the description and arrested this man, Christopher Clay Webb, on a child enticement charge. Bars and restaurants will be able to serve alcohol an hour later starting tonight. The governor has changed the last call order to 11 p.m. That order was put in place last month after a spike in coronavirus cases in people in their 20s. But the state epidemiologist says data is showing a drop in cases in that age group now. So the governor says he hopes to push back last call to midnight by the end of September.
Restaurants and retail shops really need all the support they can get these days, and the Downtown Denver Partnership is trying to help.
It's launched a huge sidewalk sale with more than 50 businesses this weekend to try to bring in some customers. As Denver7's Russell Haythorn reports, it is a struggle for mom and pop shops trying to survive.
Yeah, it's definitely tough on these businesses, but this is certainly helping. We've been reporting for weeks now on the expansion of patio space outside of restaurants. Well, now retail shops are moving part of their businesses outdoors as well. And hey, who doesn't love a good sale? They have called Denver's iconic Larimer Square home for decades.
Well, Motorman's been around for a while.
And while Motorman owner John Johnson has seen many ups and downs, the pandemic is all new.
It's tough. Yeah. It's been very tough. But mostly the people are coming down here really to dine. They're not quite shopping yet.
So he hopes moving some racks out to the sidewalk will spark some sales.
I'm excited about anything that's going to drive business and traffic down here.
I think I've been shopping with John for probably like the last 4 or 5 years.
Courtney Woods made a point to stop by.
I think that it's good to support where you at. You know, I'm from here, born here, raised here.
Months now we've been supporting restaurants with the increased patio space, but we wanted to do something similar for our retailers.
The Downtown Denver Partnership hoping to expand on proven success while meeting customers where they're most comfortable right now.
Meet them outside, on the sidewalk, bring the store outdoors really.
It's been really wonderful here being on the square.
At Kinty Peruvian Shop, the sidewalk offers the perfect spot for sales.
One of the finest wools you can get in the world. It's incredible, super soft, lightweight, durable.
Oh, it's been lovely. I feel like a lot more people, including us, we're way more comfortable outside, being in the fresh air.
A space that just might be the best medicine
for all those looking to get out.
In the meantime, we can have fun with things like a sidewalk sale and outdoor dining and, kind of persevere.
But I'm looking forward to a fantastic day today.
And here's the best news. All of this continues tomorrow. The sidewalk sale continues on Sunday from 12 to 6. In Larimer Square, I'm Russell Haythorn, Denver7.
Not too late to go shopping. All right, Colorado is reporting close to 300 new cases of the coronavirus today. The state has close to 55,000 total cases now.
School districts across Colorado are already having to make changes to their classes just a week into this new school year. Some students in Westminster, Windsor, Colorado Springs, and Fort Lupton are now having to move to remote learning. That's after some students and a teacher tested positive. More students start classes next week. Denver Public Schools and Douglas County Schools are two of the big districts going back to school on Monday.
And a lot of students are starting the school year remotely, but they still need school supplies. Denver7's Sean Toll reports families in Aurora are getting a helping hand at a time a lot of us need one.
I want to get some supplies for school so I can learn.
Marwa is about to enter the 3rd grade and loves her new backpack.
I like the colors and I love insects like butterflies.
She's not the only one looking to dance into the school year.
And it means a lot to see everybody come, different nationalities, backgrounds, different corners of the city, all in the middle of Aurora to help. So it takes a village.
It Takes a Village gave away hundreds of donated backpacks and other school supplies at the town center in Aurora Saturday. Something Marwa's mom is very thankful for.
It's hard a little bit, but with COVID, everyone doesn't work. That's why it's a good opportunity.
With COVID and all the stuff that's going on with COVID and people having to be home, we wanted the kids to have kind of a pick-me-up so they can come, they can get a bag.
With a number of other resources on hand for families, it seems to be a definite pick-me-up for the kids.
It's been a long time and I want to go to school to learn.
And now she and hundreds of other kids have new gear to go back to class, or at least to help learn from home.
So we stay socially distancing, we keep our mask on while we're here, and we're trying to do everything we can to still be able to impact the community.
Sean Toll, Denver7.
Good luck in school this year, Marwa. Well, do you hear that? It's the sound of playoff hockey. The Colorado Avalanche will start the 2nd round of their quest for Lord Stanley's Cup in less than an hour from right now. They're taking on the Dallas Stars in a best-of-7 series. Puck drops at 6 o'clock.